We're gonna play or what?
And scene.
And we are ready. Kind of. Okay, so thank God for Wild, because she gave like a very brief but memory-inducing synopsis.
What did I do that yesterday? I forgot.
You shut the. You played with yourself in your tent.
Oh, God.
I love you, Dippy.
I love y'all.
Can we start the session with what Dilly's doing? Because damn.
No, I'm just teasing for the humor of it. Start wherever you like.
I think we should, because I'm going to need all you to kind of like brief recap, and then where are you now?
Right, yeah. Exactly.
So, do you want to start us off?
Well, I honestly can't remember what I was doing before the session. Anyway,
you had been fucking with Gloria and Joel, and you came back to your tent, and Winnie and Felicia had gone to the fortune-telling tents because we wanted to scry or look into the future on Mr. A, and you went back to your tent for whatever purpose you went back to your tent for. We don't know. Your turn.
I put it on the kid thing.
First of all, Dilly, he wants to find a way into the tree.
Yeah, that's stuff all day.
Oh, like he wants to access the elevator, essentially.
Yeah. So he's in his tent just racking his brain on how to accomplish that.
Okay, go ahead and roll a history check for me.
Because in my gaming experience, nothing's inaccessible.
That is incredibly true. Also in my gaming approach.
And so he's like, I feel like Dilly's just lived in this circus his whole life. Like, he's never been out of it. So, like, also, he's just got questions about his existence, maybe. Where's my character?
What even am I?
Makes sense.
Yeah, what
like
even
Neo in the Matrix, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, like as far as, I mean, you were in an orphanage and then you were in the circus. Like, who are you?
Oh.
Where did you come from?
We'll call it a 25 on that history roll.
Oh, right. Hell yes. All right.
Really?
So you, as you're racking your brain and you're kind of pacing your tent, like, how can I get in this damn tree? You remember every mannequin has the ability to open the tree. They go in routinely so that they can get repaired by Joel. If anything goes wrong or if they start acting weird, Joel will summon them, and they each have the ability to open the tree.
Ask Paula. She's got it somewhere. I don't have it over here.
It might be in the bedroom.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. Say that again. The mannequins can do that.
Yes, so you know, because Joel has run maintenance on the mannequins, it doesn't happen very often that one of them breaks down or needs a repair or needs to, be recalibrated. But you remember, when that does happen, you just kind of see them recognize, oh, something's wrong, and they go to the tree, and they do something to it, and then they go in.
Interesting. Do I know of a way to disable the mannequin?
I mean, the simplest solution would be to just smash and break it at a certain point.
But, that's not going to set off an alarm to other mannequins that I just murdered a mannequin?
Yeah, I mean, you're part of the circus, and it's one of those things, like if a mannequin is helping you lift a box and you accidentally bump it into a wall and break its shoulder, okay.
What if I broke its head? Does it need its head to access the elevator?
Yes, it does need its head to function and walk back to the tree.
So I could kidnap one?
I mean, technically, yes.
Okay.
Meta, you have two in your tent already.
But I don't know that Anton is strung at the bar.
Yeah, Anton's strung up at the bar, and
But I created Carolyn, so I'm not sure she would have access because that's my creation, not
Joel had a hand.
I'm
No.
gonna say with your history
Joel
check,
didn't.
it is kind of Joel helped. He kind of like walked you through the situation, but you were the one who created the mannequin that is now Tara Lynn.
okay.
So you could try
Well, I'm
it with
not-
her, but like you said, she probably won't have access.
I don't think she'll do it. So then I'm gonna go try to find one alone. What time is it? Is the circus open or closed right now?
Good question.
I can't harm Bitsy.
Polly.
I could maybe convince Bitsy to let me in,
Dippy, are you talking and we can't hear you?
right?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last we heard was the question, what time is it?
Okay. So time-wise,
Personally, yes.
it's probably about 2-3 hours until sunset. So you have some time to move around.
The first thing I want to do is talk to Bitsy. I'm gonna go to Mom.
All right. Yeah, Bitsy is where you would expect to find her. She's kind of cleaning up upstairs and making sure everyone's beds are made and that there's still snacks on the table.
Is she alone?
There are people scattered around, kind of milling about, but no one's interacting with her. She's going about her business.
So I'll approach her. Hello, Bitsy.
Oh, Dilly dear. Hello. How are you?
I'm here with you, aren't I?
I don't understand that as an answer. But you are
Right.
here with me. Yes.
Indeed. So, I need you to let me into the tree.
Oh, did you need to speak with Joel or Gloria?
Oh, no. No. I want to sneak around.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Where
Please
did
do
you
this
want
for me, Bitsy.
to...
Everywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if that's something I should be doing for you.
I'm just gonna give her these, like, puppy dog eyes.
Oh, like the Puss in Boots eyes?
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead and roll
I'm
persuasion.
even gonna get down to her level.
Oh,
I'm
God.
very tall.
Oh, God. Just direct eye contact. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion and let's see how this goes.
Oh. Yeah. Almost went worse.
Oh, boy. Okay, with a 13. Bitsy, you can kind of see her wavering. Like, she has her hands on her hips, but... And she's looking at you. She's... Oh, Dilly.
I'm going to say something I've never said before. Please.
It's hard to relax if you have to think.
Oh, Dilly. She looks incredibly proud of you right now. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. I can't let you in, but I do have to go up and do some tidying around in Joel's quarters. So, if I forgot to close the door, perhaps
Right.
you could...
I would love for you to cover your ass.
Yes, I'm going to go clean Joel's quarters now. I will be in Joel's quarters for approximately 1 hour, and then I will move back here. The door will be open in 1 hour, Dilly. I will be back. And she kind of like, she's really bad at sneaking, so like she's like big waving as she's walking towards the tree, like, I'm gonna go clean now, and she's like really loud about it.
So, Meta, is she saying the door will be open for an hour or in an hour?
It will be open for an hour.
All right.
You will be able to go in and out for an hour.
You asshole.
What?
I love you.
With that, I'm going to scurry off to Winnie's tent.
Okay.
All right, and where do we? So we had Winnie and Tara Lynn in Gwynny's tent. They were
I
scrying.
want to. I would want to sneak. I would like to sneak in. Though.
Felicia.
Oh, Felicia. Yes, sorry.
So you can easily sneak in the back way of the tent. You know exactly how to get in.
Okay.
For a dinosaur.
I was hoping to roll stealth.
I mean, go ahead and roll stealth because it's whether or not they know you coming in.
26.
Jesus, of course you make it. They don't even notice the tent flap move.
And I will observe for a minute or so to see what's going on.
All right, and what is going on, ladies?
Well, we are sitting at the table.
I want to fish tank even more.
Felicia has her hands on the crystal ball. Huh, buddy?
I'm going to spell dinosaur.
Oh, how do you spell dinosaur? Let's talk about this.
D-N-O.
Forgive me, folks. No, it's not D-O, it's D-I. Dinosaur. D-I. Die. No. N-O. No. N-O. It's an N-O.
N-O.
Yeah, so you've got the D-I. Okay, look. D-I.
D-I.
N-O. And then sour. Remember S-A-U-R?
I do what time. No.
There you go.
Thanks.
All right, sorry about that. So, can you hear me?
Yes. No, you're fine. I was thinking about, I had trouble spelling dinosaur when we had that as a spelling word in, elementary school just because, soar is usually S-O-A-R, and so I would spell it wrong all the time.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's good.
You see Felicia seated at my table with me seated directly across from her. And her hands are on my crystal ball. And my hands are on top of hers, holding onto hers, and also on the crystal ball. And you see an expression of pain on my face.
What kind of bag is that?
And would
Oh,
Felicia be experiencing the pain that you're expressing?
I don't know. How does her sapping sting work? Does she experience it?
If I recall correctly, you received 2 damage from that last round.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did take damage.
Yeah, so it was an audit. I'm pulling my character sheet up. I'm running around.
I actually did change my sheet yesterday to reflect the damage.
No.
I remember most of that, so I imagine Dilly may have been there to observe that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it doesn't look like Felicia would be experiencing any kind of pain from that.
Okay, so she's got her eyes closed and is concentrating, and the expression on my face is just kind of, agonizing a little bit.
As they're doing that, I'm going to come out of the shadows, up behind Felicia, and I'm going to kind of give her a shoulder rub, kind of, and I'm going to read her.
Ooh. All right. Go ahead and give me insight.
First, did I startle the fuck out of anybody?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Felicia, when you feel
I'm still
hands on these fuzzy hands on your shoulders, are you still super into what you're doing? Do you even realize what's happening?
I would say that she's almost not aware of him because she was really entranced into trying to stop whatever was happening within the vision. So I think that she would be full-minded into the crystal ball. So I think it would probably give me a disadvantage at whatever the hell he's doing.
Okay.
Because I'm not aware. I'm aware of the possible. No, I don't even think that I know that I hurt Winnie.
Okay, so you're almost having an out-of-body experience to a degree. Your mind
pretty
is
much
so detached from your body right now. You're in the ball.
I would like to say that I'm aware of the struggle that she's doing, which is why I'm just continuing to maintain the contact and endure the pain.
I imagined that I roll insight normally in this instance, Would that give me advantage on that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna have her roll anything at disadvantage. I'm just gonna have you roll insight at advantage because she's not even aware of what's going on around her. And Winnie, your
24.
eyes are closed, and of course, cats are quiet, so you don't hear anything.
Right.
All right.
Concentrating.
So with a 24, I'm gonna go ahead and say that whatever you're looking for is what you're gonna find.
I imagine this little thing is kind of like that Spock mind meld almost.
So you
If
just
you've
want to
ever-
kind of get like a TV visual into what she's dealing with right now.
Having not really discussed and explained this flavor, I feel like it's more of an insight into their soul as to whether they like intend malcontent or things like that, more so than a scry into them. If that makes sense.
Okay, so you're more like looking to see what makes them up as a person.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is their like deep-seated character? I feel like that is more like for Tara Lynn. You just felt the way Paula described it was you just felt rot.
Yeah.
Like that was what she was. So more along something like that. Before you describe what is I'm feeling. So that's it.
Okay, so as your hands are like touching her, you can kind of feel almost like a nurturing chaos. It's kind of she smells where Tara Lynn was pure evil. You sense that Felicia is the type of person who would put herself in danger for another person, whether or not she knew them. She has. If you search like really deep, you notice that there is a very strong fear, and when you feel the fear, it's very. You feel confined and like you're in a little box that's just a little bit too small for you, and then you kind of hear like an echo that feels very lonely. But at the same time, you kind of get this like feeling that she doesn't fit in quite anywhere. She's like kind of on the outskirts of almost belonging.
And just one more thing, since each time I've done this, this has been the third time, it has come with a vision. So do I see anything?
Yeah.
And not only, and they've been like both specific and non-specific too. So just remember that.
Okay, so when you feel the fear, you're almost taken back to when you first fell off of the ship and you're alone in the.
You saying I'm seeing me fall off the ship?
No.
Okay.
But you feel that same. You feel that same just fear. There's that you're confined to the safety that's only your own body, and you're unsure of anything, just a little bit more out. And you kind of get you see her in your head as you're feeling that. She's sitting kind of, her knees are up to her chest, and she's got her arms wrapped around her, and her head's buried, and she's shivering and crying. And it's very dark. You don't really see her, but you more feel that she's there, and you feel lonely, and you feel like it's been a while, like she's been trapped in a place with no other life, and you feel a hunger. You're so hungry. Like you haven't eaten in days. You're thirsty. So what you basically feel is like maybe you're trapped in like a coffin or a crypt.
All right.
Very,
And-
very nice.
And I imagine I receive all this in like a fraction of a second.
Yes.
Okay, now I have a question. I am attuned to her and concentrating, and I probably need to make a concentration check on maintaining the scry while she retrieves or protects her soul.
Mm-hmm.
And he's touching her soul. I feel like I might need to roll perception, or I might have some kind of insight as to the fact that he's there and doing this. Yeah, I may not have heard him come in, but the moment he touched her, I feel like I would have felt it.
That would make sense to me. Yeah, go ahead and roll. I'm going to say insight because you are kind of mentally connected with her, and he's reaching into her mind. So you would more feel that your concentration is, if you fail the check, it would be like your concentration is now getting spread too thin across one very large piece of brain toast.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to express. Thank you.
Yep.
13.
You feel like a tickle. You feel like there's something else there, and it's tugging at your concentration to the point where you're not sure if you should open your eyes to see what's going on, or if you should maintain this connection specifically with Felicia. Like, you're not sure if you open your eyes and break all connection at what's going to happen.
So therefore, I definitely need to make a wisdom save or an intelligence save.
Yeah, let's go with
Concentration.
Yeah,
Concentration.
wisdom for this one would. Yeah, wisdom is first.
Yeah.
Wisdom
Okay.
is
Kind of bond.
Wisdom is concentration, right?
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yep. Oh boy, oh boy.
Once again, 13. I'm going to say that I'm losing control of the scry.
All right, yeah, you kind of feel the control kind of snapping at the ends, almost like you're being held down by a lot of tendrils that are tethering you to Felicia, and they're just fraying and snapping from
Yeah,
the ends
so-
in.
So am I getting paranoid?
I want to
I
believe
think-
that.
Okay.
If you want to open your eyes, you'll see that it's Dilly. But right now, you feel like whatever is outside of your connection with Felicia is a threat right now.
Okay. Oh God, that's a terrible place to be. Do I open my eyes and see what's in the room with us, or do I disconnect the scry that's maintaining her sanity?
If I could interject,
Uh-huh.
you should know, or you could be aware that only I can get in your tent. No, we've established that.
I do
Without
know that,
permission.
but do I know that with those 13s?
Right. Also, you have to take into effect with Mr. A and Hector
It's
in the circus, you might be a little bit jumpy.
And not only
I-
Paranoid.
Gwynny, you can't really remember if you even locked the tent.
Right, and go ahead,
see,
Dilly.
That's good. That's good. That's a good way to look at it. I would say that it's not really necessarily like a lair kind of thing, but I just felt like you would know
Yeah.
if you had locked the tent. Let's put it that way. If
All right,
you knew
well-
you locked the tent, then you would be somewhat more comforted in this this situation.
Okay,
With
well, what
13,
do I
though,
need to...
I would
what do I
say,
need-
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's right, go ahead.
I was just say with the 13, though, it's plausible that you did I lock did I turn off the coffee pot? Did I turn off the oven? Did I lock that door?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, you're feeling incredibly in danger by whatever is intruding on this connection, and at first you have that very quick thought, like, wait, Dilly's the only one who can come into my tent. But wait, did I lock it?
Oh, and is Mr. A, did he feel us meddling? Is he him that's causing this?
Yeah, your brain is spiraling right now.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So
I didn't think about that.
is that an intelligence save then?
Let me see here.
If I could one more time.
Go for it.
I feel like if Winnie, so I forgot that aspect of it as well. That compounding everything else, I think that you would immediately chop the scry.
I can't. If I drop the scry
Has Felicia.
before she retrieves her sanity, I'm leaving her drifting.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and make it an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. At disadvantage because I'm
Freaking
triggered, or just straight up? Straight up.
Just straight
What
up.
do you? Straight up 25.
Oh, okay, good. This is good.
Yeah.
All right, so you're kind of able to not necessarily stop the fraying and snapping of your connection, but you're able to slow the progress. You're able to kind of internally take a deep breath and say, okay, Winnie, you know what? Now, think your way through this.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you how do you think your way through this?
You physically see me square my shoulders back, stand up a little straighter, take a deep breath, slowly let it out through my lips, and you know that is my calming thing that I inhale.
I'm gonna I see this, and I don't really know. I imagine that her and I may have these little sounds we might make to know, to get one another's attention, like a little chirp or something. I'm gonna just release one of these little chirps or sighs, a little.
And then I'm
gonna very quickly meta tweak that, because there are some bird-like creatures that reside in the upper branches of the tree. I'm going to say you're mimicking those weird little noises.
Sure.
Because that's what you grew up hearing, and it's like, okay, well, they're heard all over the circus, so if we sneak around and want to communicate with each other, we could just use that.
Yeah.
Right, like when we're thieving or something.
Uh-huh.
And hearing that, you visibly see my shoulders drop into a more of a relaxed stance when I realize that the intruder that I know is there is my brother. And I'm okay with that.
And after that, I'm going to disengage from Felicia.
And as he pulls his hands off of my shoulders, and his fingertips are still there, he gets one more quick vision, and it's of the brightest light, like if he was staring at a mirror that's reflecting the sunlight, but it's right in his eyes. And as the light starts to dim a little bit, he feels in front of him. He sees an openness, and he gets this feeling of just deep relief and freedom. And he kind of feels like he's just like if he was a bird and you escape from a cage.
I'm going to take a step back and contemplate that for a minute and watch them. Inside is that final thing is I'm kind of bummed it's gone. Because Dilly does not feel that way.
A wistfulness almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
And I'm going to kind of subtly clear my throat.
And I'm going to try, with that, I'm going to go ahead and try one last time to anchor Felicia into herself, and to disconnect her from whatever is trying to pull her away from herself.
All right.
Dippy, we can't hear. Okay, there you go.
Felicia, would you be, you guys are connected. Would you be receptive to being pulled out of this?
I think that I could definitely almost feel her urging me to come back.
Oh.
especially now that she's disengaged from the, as she's trying to disengage from the scry.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna say, go ahead and roll me a straight persuasion, Gwynny.
Okay.
She can feel you. She can kind of sense that you're pulling her out, but she needs that last push to really
She wants
get
it,
you
yeah.
out.
Yes, she wants to be there. Nat 20 for 22.
Oh, hell yeah. Felicia, what at first was kind of just that edge of your mind, feathery tickle of Gwynny's presence, kind of trying to get your attention and pull you back, suddenly you feel her grip you. Not physically, but like her presence has gripped yours and you are being wrenched back into your mind.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the dangers of allowing your mind to travel, and the traps that a mind can fall into in this kind of atmosphere. This is my realm, and I'm just not going to let you get away from me.
She starts to come to. She's gonna just be highly confused, but she's gonna have a kind of brief, like, moment of closure because she believes that mom is at least, comfortable.
Did you learn what you wanted to learn?
Well,
Uh-huh.
I have a feeling that she's not really bad off here.
Right.
I think that
Okay.
maybe, just maybe, this might be probably
It's
the
a
best
violin.
place for her, weirdly.
Mhm.
Makes me kind of sad.
Sorry.
Baby, I love baby.
You hear him just fucking chattering?
I love it.
It's so cute.
He's talking about the violin on TV. He's absolutely obsessed with violins.
Yeah,
Love that. He needs a violin.
yeah.
We're working on it. All right.
Kind of
so
hard to find
get away
a
from me.
disposable eighth violin.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
$60,
Actually,
isn't it?
okay. Lay down.
oh no. If you look up cardboard models, they're like working, but they're just they're made to be destroyed by children who don't understand the importance of instruments yet. But
Nah, I'm
I
gonna
like
give him a
that.
real
like
one.
kits that you can build, and they have they come with like the strings and the stuff, and yeah. I don't know if they have violins, but
I could pick up a used one for about $50. No
Okay,
problem.
so since we've derailed onto musical things, I do want to
Sorry.
say
no,
I seen a thing today for a fucking rubber glove bagpipe.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
fuck
Of
you.
course that's a thing.
Fuck you.
Yes.
God damn you.
Of course that's a thing.
Well, did everybody wake up?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm up. A little
Okay, so
confused.
we're coming out of the scry, and you see in front of you, you see a confused Felicia having her hands kind of patted by a competent but determined Gwynny, because that was fucking alarming. And we need to talk before we go any further down this road. I'm not going to take you under again anytime soon.
So, ladies,
The fuck?
Yeah, something connected with your mother is some very deep and very hungry magic.
Winnie, I hate to interrupt.
Yes, dear.
But do ya?
Anyway, I have access to the tree for the next hour.
Oh, how lovely.
Come with me.
And Gwynny, I don't know if you the way he worded that, you might not fully understand what he means by that. Like, oh yeah, we have access to the tree sometimes.
Can
You'll
I
come and
invite him?
go whenever you want to. but then I have to leave. So like you might not fully get the like, no, it's my tree for right now.
Yeah. No, I don't understand, but I don't care. He's my brother. I'm going with him.
Okay.
Felicia,
Yeah.
I accidentally read your soul.
You did
Sorry.
what?
I'd like you to stay here though for now.
Here?
Yeah, here, right here. Don't leave this spot.
Well,
You're
what
safe
if
here.
y'all got somebody coming in and they want their... Oh, can I read somebody's cards?
Oh, no, dear, don't. You can. What you can do is tell their fortune through the tea leaves. Make them tea.
There you go.
Oh, well, shit, yes. If anybody comes, I'll make some tea.
We don't open for another 2 hours, so but we must be quick. Let's go.
If someone comes in,
stay because it's unsafe.
offer them tea, and you can make them tea. Read their tea leaves, and I will point her to the shelf with the clean cups, and picking up the 2 used cups that have our tea leaves in them from our earlier time. I will take them with me into the other room and put them away in a drawer, and then lock the drawer until I can come back and read them later.
All right.
Well, y'all be safe, man.
We're probably as safe as we ever could be. Anyway, let's go. And I'll go off to the tree.
Okay. I'll follow you.
So yeah, we have an hour. Must be quick.
What are we doing? What do you mean by access to the tree? What are you talking about?
Oh, I probably should be a bit more specific. Listen,
Just a bit.
a friend of ours has kindly left the door open to everything.
You know what? Say no more. I don't want to know. I will just follow. And what you don't tell me, I can't say I heard.
So yes, you know that I'm.
Liability.
Yeah, so and since I'm very spur at the moment, I thought I'd bring someone maybe a hair smarter than I am to try to gather as much info as we can or something.
I am not smarter than you, my brother. We just have our expertises in different areas.
Right. Let's go. What should we explore?
Oh.
What do we know of the tree? Like,
I feel like we should look anywhere we've never been permitted to look before.
Yeah, so Meta, the only places within the tree that you guys have been are like Joel's meadow, which, has his lake and his house, and Gloria's, penthouse looking nonsense.
Right.
Are there other places in the tree?
Are you in the elevator?
Yes.
Yes.
Whereas before, you guys have only seen buttons numbered 1 and 2 for Joel and Gloria. You see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Are they labeled?
They're just the numbers. But 1 and 2 is 1 is Joel, 2 is Gloria.
Are they labeled?
Only with numbers.
Fuck. Push a button.
Any button? Okay.
I want to go through Gloria's penthouse.
I feel like, but God, I want to see what's up in these other buttons too. Are we going to have time to do both?
No.
All
what
right.
do you think would benefit us most? Have we had any lore on any of these? Is there any like?
As far as
we've heard of something.
Bitsy has never said anything to you. As far as you're concerned, as far as you've known up until this point, you might have suspected there was more in the tree, but confirmed to date, it's only been Joel and Gloria's buttons.
All right, this is what we'll do. We're going to try and snoop around Gloria's penthouse, right?
Okay.
We'll find out what these other floors are.
How about we push each button and just look out the door? Don't step outside. Just look out the door. See what they are. No, just push the button right to the floor. Look out the door. Take a 5-second look out the door. See what they are, and then go to Gloria's house.
Let's hit Gloria first.
Okay.
We need to get away with that first, or we'll never have access.
Yes, you're right. That's the most important thing.
All right. I'm going to push Gloria's button.
All right, and the inner doors close because, as Bitsy said, the magical outer door to the tree will stay open for an hour. So those inner elevator doors slide closed, and again, per usual, you never feel like you're moving, but eventually the door opens and you're in Gloria's parlor. You're in her foyer, that kind of, you see the staircases leading to the left and right, and they meet up in the center, and there's a big door at the very end of that top staircase that it's double French doors, so there's no other real passageways upstairs, so you can only assume it might be her bedroom. There's a hallway to your left, a hallway to your right. To the left, that hallway ends in just a door. There are no other doors along that hallway. And to the right, it's the same.
Have I ever been in any other part of this for my lessons or anything?
Dilly, you have been in both rooms to the left and right ends of the hallway. So to the left, that's kind of a lesson room. That's, where there's lots of trinkets, lots of puzzles, lots of almost like a schoolroom, but like one that a thief would be running.
All right.
And then the other hallway is a very big, lavish bathroom and, big tub. She used to make you take a bath before she would teach you. Like, she's like, just go clean yourself.
I loved her bathroom. To be more specific, I want to go snoop in anywhere she specifically told me to never go.
The door at the top of the stairs.
All right. With my passive perception, do I see anybody in here or anything like that? Hear her moving?
No, you don't see or hear anything in the... granted, it's not a huge entryway.
Okay.
Like, you've only been down those two hallways, but the stairs are very lavish, and you can very clearly see that there's nobody there. And you don't
in the room.
you don't hear anything from behind the door.
All right. Gwynnie, how about this?
Okay.
I'm going to go snoop. If I get caught, we don't get caught together, right?
Right.
You go check out the other floors right quick.
Oh, okay. I'll go.
Once you've done that,
I tap my earring. Make sure make sure that works.
Yeah, we're good. But
Okay.
once you're done, you get out, and I'll find a way out.
All right. I'll tell you when I'm done.
All right. So I'm going to step out of the elevator and make my way up the steps.
All right, and you're not running into anything as you're going up the steps. There's no traps or anything like that. This is Gloria's personal space. She does not expect people to randomly walk in.
We can segue to the other floors for a minute if you want.
All right.
Or
it's totally up to you guys. Do you go for floor exploration, or do you want to...
Let's do Gloria's house first because that's the most important, and then I'll do the floor.
Did you have anything you were doing? All right.
All right. So when you open the door, in possibly a surprising turn of events, you see a pretty bare room. There's a single bed that's more of a cot. It's not ornate. It's got plain, clean white sheets, white pillowcase, a white wool blanket on top. There's not a rug. There's an end table, and it has a picture frame that's face down. There's a dresser with, 6 drawers, 3 on either side.
I'll immediately go to the picture frame. Is there anybody in the room?
No, there's nobody in the room.
Shit. Okay. Quickly, I will move over to the picture frame and look at it.
It is a very well done pencil sketch of Joel. And you can see just a very ornate, small, but clearly legible G in the bottom right corner.
I cannot help it. I will take that picture and I will replace it with the one of them kissing or dancing. And I will turn it face down.
Fucker.
The horror.
Oh shit, I
Anything
thought I
else?
muted myself. Sorry. I was just real time reacting. Okay.
Anything else? And I'm going to put it, is it like the same size? Are the
Yeah,
frames the same size?
well, I mean, so the sketch was, if you had stood the frame up, it would have been like how, you prefer to watch videos on your phone, just up.
I will not take it,
Yeah.
actually.
No, but it's
I'm
the
sorry.
same size if you flip it on its side.
I will not take it, actually. I'm going to set them both up on the end table.
Oh, okay, like put the frame up and then prop the other one up in front of it or next to it.
Right, yeah.
Okay, now go ahead and roll me perception. Because you're passive, I don't think. What's your passive?
Perception?
Yeah.
24.
Okay, no, it's not high enough. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
24.
There's
I rolled
nothing
the same
else.
as my package.
There's nothing else in the room that you can see.
Okay. She's magical. I'd like to roll Arcana to see if that gives me anything.
Go ahead.
Tilly, not giving up.
Oh my god, you just hit it. Perfect. Okay. So as you're kind of, you rushed to set the pictures up and you're kind of like doing a quick scan of the room before you leave, and a small glow catches your eye. Kind of wedged, like where the two walls meet at the corner. Almost like it's like a ripped seam. Kind of like 2 inches long going vertically down that corner.
I'll move to it and inspect it.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
Investigation.
And
Do that
investigate.
Inspection.
Oh,
I feel like
14.
we're like Dilly, Scotland Yard.
Oh, 14 though.
That's actually okay. So while you
do, Inspector do.
you recognize that this is essentially a keyhole. In a weird way, like it doesn't have a definite shape. It literally is just kind of like almost like a cut right down the corner of the room. And it, if you poke it, your finger doesn't go through or anything. It's just this light. And you know that it is a keyhole of some kind, but that's all you can gather.
I will search for the key. It's not like a literal hole though, it's more like an illumination, right?
Sorry, I was yelling at dogs. What did you ask?
So it's not like a literal hole, it's more of an illumination?
Yeah, it's like an illuminated stretch of corner, but like the way it looks, it almost looks like you could like just slip something into it.
I have thieves' tools.
You have thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to try to use them?
If
so, how would you use them?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is this a lock that is opened with a literal key? Is it something that would be like something more magical would be used?
So, okay, let me further explain.
Mm-hmm.
It is, where two walls meet and that's the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a 2-inch long vertical strip of light within.
So I could like do a credit card. Try to do the credit card.
Like if you like slide, it looks like if you had like a magic credit card that you could like put in like an ATM, it would work. but touching it, you can tell like it's not a real hole that is physically there.
I will reach inside my coat pocket and pull out a few playing cards.
Okay.
and I'll try to slip it in and see what happens.
As you try to push the playing card into this oddly, appropriately playing sized card light, it bends and smushes against the wall.
Just against the wall, but it doesn't like go into the hole, right?
It does not go into the hole. It crushes against the wall.
I'll have a quick look to see if there's anything that might open that door in the room.
Oh boy. Okay, roll perception.
Ooh. $25.
Yes! Oh my god, yes! Okay. As you're looking around the room,
Billy and his perception rolls. My God.
I had to up all of my shit for like the checks.
Uh-huh.
And
Adjust for it, please.
oh my goodness, I had to, cause like, oh yeah, no, okay, so they have to get like a 15 or higher. No, fuck that shit. I'm about to up this shit to like, no, you gotta hit a 50, bitch. Okay, so Dilly, as you're scanning the room again, what you didn't notice before is that the picture in the frame, the drawing itself is illuminated. Each line of the sketch is starting to kind of, like almost like a cool holographic Pokemon card, starting to kind of shimmer.
The picture itself?
The picture itself, the sketch that Gloria did of Joel, that is in the frame. Not the frame, but the picture. The sketch lines are starting to kind of shimmer and glow.
I'll take it. I'll go grab it, and I'll take it over and just place it against that.
Nothing happens.
Well, and then I will take it out of the frame.
All right.
I'll stash the frame in my coat, and I'll see if that picture or deal will slide into the keyhole, the hole there.
And as you kind of bring the picture itself out of the frame closer to this light seam, the light from the sketch and from the wall starts to get brighter and brighter and brighter. And then all of a sudden, there's just a door. Not in the corner, right next to the corner, kind of like, okay, well, it's always been there.
I'll go in.
And I'm so sorry, we are going to have to switch over to Felicia for
Okay.
this one.
What happened?
What happened?
Felicia,
Yeah.
did you miss something?
I did. I was,
I just think I had realization of what I've just walked into. That's all.
I'm a little confused. He's all like,
It literally made me gasp. Like,
yeah,
I
he's
heard your gasp,
gasping
but
and
I
like
think
doing his,
you are on the same page. I hope so.
oh shit, I'm confused.
Well, we're switching back to Felicia real quick.
DM me, please.
Okay. As you're being left by Winnie and Dilly, are you like exploring Winnie's tent at all? Are you snooping, or are you just kind of like sitting around waiting for someone to come in?
Oh,
You know
please,
what?
Snoop.
I was going to say, I'm going to be sitting there and I
just
get
find out
bored,
gold
I get real bored. I get real bored real quick. And so like, I think I'm going to, just kind of walk around and like look at what she's got on her little shelves and, little different places. And, maybe I want to see if does anything catch my eyes?
Okay, well, the first thing you see is you saw the shelf where the highest shelf where the crystal ball was kept. And then below that, the wrapped stack of my cards, which I had left behind. And then on the next shelf down, the third shelf down, is my tea set, which is beautifully detailed Asian china, the handleless teacups, and the saucers that are almost as deep and as wide as a teacup themselves, and the squat, flat teapot, and then the separate metal pot for hot water that sits beside it. And then there's our china spoon rests and little tiny spoons beside it, and a china caddy holding tea, and another one holding honey. So my tea set is there on its own tray that is also made of china in the same pattern. Next to it, there is a wide shelf that prominently has displayed a very large china ginger jar that's sort of like a big vase sitting on top of the shelf. And it's just sitting there, nothing else is around it. And off to either side of it, there's a candelabra with candles in it. Other than that, there's nothing else on this shelf. As you go around the room itself is draped in lots of different colors of kind of see-through diaphanous silk, blues and purples and pinks, and there's even a few that are kind of a gold color. There are many silk cushions, both on the floor and on low benches, so that they're like cushioned benches. It's a very comfortable but also very exotic feeling space. The floor has a thick, and indeed you realize after you step on it, walk around it a little bit, it's multi-layers thick, kind of Turkish-style rugs with the paisleys and the prints and the beautiful woven-in flowers and so forth, vines across it. My three-legged table is in the center of the room with the long cloths that cover the top of it. There's a steam trunk off to one side, and you had seen me take tablecloths out of it, and you realize that it's where I keep the spare things for my things. And you'd also seen me change the tablecloth in between each reading, so you get the feeling that maybe I do that on a regular basis, which indeed I do. And other than that, you would have to roll to find if you see anything else.
I responded, by the way, Dippy.
Oh, okay.
16.
Okay. With that, you do see that there are two chairs, one for the person that's being read and one for me. And my chair is higher than the other chair. The seat is a little bit further off the ground. And at the foot of my chair, sort of extending underneath the chair and then extending out maybe 6 or 8 inches, is this very ornate chest or box. And on top of it, it has curious stickers and pictures and so forth. It looks like it might have been a leftover box from another purpose in the circus, but I use it as a footrest.
When I go by your chair, do I feel any residual Winnie? Like, is there a magic aura to this chair, or maybe a connection, maybe that one could perceive as closer to like the plane where you get your visions from?
The only thing that would feel like that would feel that way to you would be the cards and the crystal ball itself, not to the chair.
And she wouldn't touch those because she definitely respects what Gwenny asked. So she's gonna reach down in her little sack on the side of her skirt, and she's gonna pull out her cup, her little teacup, and I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna grab a couple of different herbs and stuff, and different different flower petals, and I'm gonna kind of make up a little mix of different teas and flavorings, and I'm gonna go heat up your little
Well,
your
there's
little teapot.
on that same shelf by my tea set, there is an amazing, huge samovar, and it's piping hot. And when you turn the spigot, there's just boiling water coming out of it constantly.
Oh shit! This is some high class stuff here. So she's gonna go ahead and fill it up, and she's gonna sit down in the seat that's closest or furthest away from the door, so that she can see y'all come in. And it's my special cup. It's the one that belonged to Gloria. So as the tea's sitting there seeping, I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little poke and drop 3 drops of blood in there. And as the drops like go in and they start mixing with the tea, I'm gonna try to read the tea leaves.
Okay.
Ooh boy. Okay.
I just want to know if these guys are okay. I just, I want to make sure that they're going to get back. Because this is a cozy tent and all, but I don't want to be stuck here being the fortune teller tonight. I got other plans.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and Winnie, usually roll insight for tea leaf, right?
Yeah, insight is what I use. I roll for the teas.
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
We got a 17.
Oh, okay. As you're looking at the weird lumps of tea leaves and their strange, Rorschach. My mouth doesn't work apparently, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Rorschach.
Rah, 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 rah.
Rah, rah, rah.
Rah, rah test,
The inky butterfly test.
Oddly, somehow,
Do it!
you are gathering that these are, while not necessarily morally good people, they are good people. Not just Winnie and Dilly, but the people in the circus. However, and it's confirmed, Gloria is a wild card. Maybe she's a little misunderstood, but she is still incredibly dangerous. Joel is dangerous in his own right, but not towards any of you.
Oh, he will be tonight.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yo,
No, you're not.
someone's thirsty for Joel, though.
Well, shit, he's your
not
best
sorry.
character.
Oh my
Almost as good as Lot.
God. Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, so long and short, you know that you're safe at the circus, but not necessarily from Gloria. And you're not sure if you are safe or not from Gloria. That's because she's a wild card. If you cross her the wrong way, she will become a danger to you. But as of right now, she doesn't know who you are yet. And
You know what? I want to look a little bit closer.
okay.
And I want to see, because I'm really questioning now whether or not my mom is my actual warlock patron or not. I mean, this is pretty fucking weird place, and it's a little bit more real than I needed it to be. So, is there a way that I can maybe look into the tea and will my patron maybe persuade her to maybe show her face? Because I'm kind of getting these weird feelings that maybe just because I got Gloria's fucking cup, and that might I'm getting my powers from this cup. At least as far as I know, and I'm just a little bit worried maybe if she's my warlock patron. I'm kind of in this detrimental I'm having a mid-hex crisis.
Did you say a mid-hex crisis?
Yes.
I love you.
I'm bisexual.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
I got spotted for hex crimes.
I'm also heterosexual.
Give me one moment. I need to privately message Gala for this one.
Okay.
I'm pansexual as well.
I fucking hate you. I'll hex anybody up.
I wanna hex you
We ain't even drinking yet.
God. Shit, the meta in this one. My God.
up. Ooh, pretty deep. I like it.
Yeah. And I love the way we three-wayed that scry. That was cool.
I like threesomes.
Yeah.
The three-ways are good.
That was beautiful. I was thinking at the time that it was like, oh my God, this is the joy of playing with other DMs.
How can we bend this shit today?
Yeah, my God. But we didn't break it. The key there is
Right.
none of us broke anything.
Give us time, honey.
I'm smoking. Oh, you are smoking. Oh, no, you're not smoking.
Here we are, both of us coming up with extra checks and extra saves just to make sure we didn't break it.
Right? I mean, but Dilly does have ultra high perception, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really didn't min-maxing. I just
No.
had a really good roll.
Oh my god,
I know.
Dilly's
Yeah.
perception makes it so fun to like
I know.
like I have to like really I'm doing word puzzles at this point because it's like no, I can't just have you roll for fucking perception.
I like it. It's cool.
Oh, okay, so I have an idea. This is what I was thinking. If you guys are cool with giving me your address, I was thinking for one of the puzzles later down the line, I want to use scratch and sniff stuff.
Oh my God. Well, let me get an address first, okay?
Okay.
I am cool with that because then we can do like we can do little packages. Like I wanted to send everybody an acceptance letter for Strixhaven.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, my heart.
So that you actually, right? So that you literally had an acceptance letter to the school and maybe it sends you like the penance and shit.
I just want to mail everybody dick pics.
If you get you go to your mailbox and you get a fucking picture of Richard Nixon. Motherfucker.
Yes. Oh my god,
Richard Nixon.
send me pictures of like weird ass fucking random, like send me a picture of Nicolas Cage. I'll be like, this is amazing. I don't understand it, but I'm gonna hang it up on my goddamn fridge.
I might do that. I just send you this fucked up picture.
Oh my god,
Like,
please.
Nick Cage's butthole.
Yes!
That's
Oh
what
no,
buttholes
I'm
again.
sorry. If you're gonna go like that hard, I want that like on a pillow that I can display in the living room.
You and I need to
I
get
want
rich
people
so we
to
can
have
prank
to like
each other
lay on
like
it.
really elaborately.
Make it a pillowcase, and then whenever I have someone like spend the night because they drank
Oh,
too
God.
much, that's gonna be the pillowcase I make them good.
You gotta sleep on Nick
Oh,
Cage's
dude, you
butthole.
could have drinking games. Nicholas's Cage head can be on one side, and then the butthole on the other, and you could have
Dude,
your tails
You could
fucking
literally
pillow
have a little
tosses.
picture of his butthole on the bottom of the shot glass.
Oh my god! I think I told you guys like my father-in-law when we were waiting for like to close on the house, we had to live with Alex's parents for a little bit, and like he and I got into a prank war that escalated so quickly.
Yeah, you felt it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was so bad. Nick Cage was a featured part of that prank war.
It's even better because Nicolas Cage sucks so bad and so many people agree.
So awful.
Oh my God, he is awful.
Like people are like, oh, but he's actually a really good actor. I'm like, no, he gets
In what
lucky
movie?
sometimes.
In what movie is he a good actor?
Exactly. Like right.
Name one.
Thank you.
Tell me.
Like,
Was he in some good, entertaining movies?
He was.
yes.
The movie that just came out that was an independent film is supposed to be one of his best, and it shows that he can actually act and that he is trolling fucking Hollywood.
Wait, I'm pretty sure.
I will just
wasn't
say
that
that
the one
the
where
one
he's
movie
like
I
pretending
thought.
to be Joe Exotic?
Oh,
Basically.
Oh my god. No, I ain't seen that yet.
Actually, I
Oh
think
my
I
God.
can name
I don't
one.
want that to be true because I said if an actor ever plays Joe Exotic, it would be fucking Nick Cage, and that would really suck to
And
be
it
right.
happened.
Yeah.
It happened, though.
Please don't.
Yeah.
They
I
were-
think
Actually, I will
I can
say
name
the one
2
movie
Nick
he
Cage
did-
movies that I can think of that are good. Go ahead.
Well, I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say the one where he was the wizard.
The Wizard.
That one wasn't
He
bad.
played Dresden, I think, didn't he?
No,
Or a
no.
Dresden-like character.
Yeah, he played a
I think
Dresden-like
the story
character,
was
yeah.
torn from Dresden lore.
The guy that played Hiccup played it was the Magician's Apprentice thing, and
Oh.
Yeah.
the guy that played Hiccup was the apprentice.
Yes, that was a
Yeah,
decent.
that was okay. But the one
Since
the
it was
two that I
brought
can,
up.
the 2 that I can think of is Raising Arizona and Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, those were back in the day.
That was
Yeah, I
like
don't
in
think
his
I've seen
Those are
early
cult.
career.
Those are cult classics.
It was-
Raising Arizona's fucked up.
The problem with that is like they're forgettable because you can't keep that ability up.
Okay, but
Everything
you know
after
what?
that was
Family
mediocre.
Man. Family Man was
Never saw it.
He was really.
Never saw it.
It was a drama. It had a little bit of comedy aspects to it, but it was just a drama about a guy
But his face.
who. Huh?
But his face.
His face is stupid.
Yeah.
But like in Family Man, he was actually a good actor. I'll give him that one.
But his face.
Derailed.
His face looks like a cat butt.
It's like a bag of dicks.
Okay, but here's the other thing to think about it. Raising Arizona is the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
They are
And-
great directors.
Yeah, and Leaving Las Vegas, I think, was an indie director, but he had look at the cast that he had with him:
Didn't that have like what's her name in it?
Elizabeth Shue, and
Okay,
Julian
I have-
Sands, and Richard Lewis. Yeah,
I have a cultural question.
fucking hell.
Do we refer to them as the Coen brothers because at the time they were pre trans?
The Coen brothers are not trans; it's the Wachowskis that are.
Oh, is
Oh
it?
my god,
I
okay,
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah, the ones who did the Matrix, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because like
Yeah.
I saw the trailer and it was like the Wachowski sisters, and I was like, wait, are there like daughters directing
No.
now? I was so
No.
confused, and also
Right?
fuck the new Matrix. I was so
Yeah.
excited until I saw the trailer, and now I'm like, oh come on, it's John
Okay.
Wick in the Matrix world.
What are their names again? Because I'm
Oh
stoned.
God, we're off track.
the
Stop.
Wachowski brothers
Oh, no.
became the Wachowski sisters. They're trans.
No.
Wachowski. That's it.
Where are we at?
That's such a bad fucking
Okay.
Break
spelling
over.
of it.
Let's go.
I was right.
Rein it back in, guys. We're reining it back
I'm
in.
glad you're right, baby. Way to go.
I spelled it right on the first time.
Excellent
Yeah.
job. Bring it back in. KE2. Let's go.
Oh my God, classic us, right?
Yeah.
Excellent session. We got so much done and we go so far afield so quickly.
All right.
We
Just,
still got the Kenku to like meet.
just
Be
to
back in-
re-specify, Felicia, what specifically were you looking for in the second round of Tea League?
Oh, it's copycat. I get it. I thought it was for
I want to find out who
It's
my
Yes.
the patron is.
Who your
I wanted to try to persuade. Actually, my patron should be able to hear me, and I'm gonna just be like, "Hello, I know you said you're my mama, but I got some doubts, and I'd really like to see your face. I mean, you've been so nice to give me all this magic and shit, and I just want to make sure that you are well. Not even to make sure. I just want to see who I'm working for. I mean, especially if you got like some something that, like, I sold you my soul, and I just want to know who I'm working with. Can you please just show me?
And unfortunately, for a moment, you don't hear or see or even feel anything. And kind of just as you're starting to think, okay, well, that didn't work, you feel an incredible gust of wind that also, unfortunately, destroys the inside of Gwynny's tent. Like, just pure force of the hurricane, all within one contained tent, and all of her shit goes flying everywhere. Some shit hits you in the head. Hold on one second.
As I'm standing there and this shit's happening, and I could just see it fucking swirling around me and shit, and it's feeling like, you know, I'm in.
Go ahead and roll me a dex save real quick, just to see if you get hit with anything.
And I'm gonna be like, well, shit, fucking ever-living, fucking tender titties. This is fucking not gonna be good.
All right.
Oh, damn.
You definitely, like, you don't get hurt, but you know, her many scarves and gauzy, flimsy pieces of fabric that she has decorated her room with, a cushion. Like, you're getting hit a lot, but it's with mostly soft things, thankfully. And as this is happening,
except for the fact that the china set went flying.
Oh no!
And all of the teacups went flying.
Oh no!
And my cards went flying.
Oh no!
Oh no!
The only thing that stayed in place is the samovar that was too heavy to be lifted, full of boiling water, and the crystal ball, which is protected.
So real quick, I would like to use the mage hand, because she's always, you know, he's always like, it's walking around behind me like a thing. Or wait, what was in that? It?
Oh, it? No. I think it was
thing,
it.
Thing, yeah.
Thing. Yeah, just thing.
And so like, it's gonna go up and it's gonna jump up and fucking hold down them cards, because that's her livelihood. If she's gonna lose her screwdriver, she ain't gonna be able to screw it.
Now, is your... I mean, I guess because your mage hand can interact with things, then that would make sense. Go ahead and roll me...
It just can't attack.
I'm gonna have you roll me... I'm so sorry, this is so stupid. Roll me a strength save for your mage hand, but do it at advantage, because this is dumb.
You want me to do a sleight of mage hand?
Basically.
I can do that for you.
Strength O mage hand.
Strength O mage. I love it. Also the recently emptied coin jar went flying.
Oh well, shit. 12. Oh shit, there's coins flying around. I'm fucking, you know what? I'm gonna duck underneath this table because I'm about to get fucking Dorothy'd away.
And thankfully your mage hand manages to clamp on to the stack of tarot cards before they go flying, and he just kind of like, you see some of the fingers like spider army crawling as he scoots his way towards the edge, and then he grips over the edge with the cards, and he's just hanging on for dear life because he was gonna get blown away maybe.
Yeah, so the crystal ball sits pristinely on the shelf, and the cloth says wrapped on or even ruffled. Nothing touches it because it's under a protection spell from Joel and Gloria.
In the meantime, it looks like after you left the tent, Felicia decided to say "fuck your couch."
Yeah, she had a tornado touchdown inside my tent.
And Felicia, you're hiding under the table, and this wind is going, and you know it's probably loud. It's deafening inside, but you have no idea if this sound is even escaping the tent. You don't know if the wind's escaping the tent. It seems to be pretty localized. And then, just as soon as it started, it stops, and you hear a voice very clearly, and it is the voice of who you know as your patron and your mother, saying, "Go to the tree, now."
Oh shit! So I'm gonna pop up. Oh fuck! I'm gonna pop up and I'm gonna grab my cup, and as you know what? I ain't even gonna put it in my sack. I'm just gonna run to the tree. I'm running pretty quick. as fast as I can.
All right, and now you don't see the doorway open
You
at the
okay,
bottom.
buddy?
You're going to have to go upstairs. And you instinctively know this based on the message you just got from this voice.
I'm sorry. The baby snotted all over herself.
No, you're fine. That happens to me sometimes.
Could you repeat that?
So you instinctively know that, just from the voice's instructions, you know that you need to go upstairs and to the part of the tree that you've already entered before.
Exactly where I go.
And the door is open.
Don't take... that's suspicious. Well, no, that ain't suspect at all. I'm gonna go ahead and run in and.
So I don't so the golden door is open now. Really quick switching, Gwynnie, were you gonna go down and check a different floor?
I was going to check all the floors. I was going to push a button and look out the door exactly like I said I was going to do.
I'm gonna push the buttons.
I'm pushing all the buttons. Fucking button pushing. I'm a button masher.
All right. So, which button did you press first?
Well, 3.
3. Okay. So as you're going from Gloria's to the number 3, you actually feel yourself descending, which again is odd because usually the elevator doesn't move, and you realize, oh wait, it's because maybe it's because the first time I'm going there, who knows? But then it stops and the door opens and you maybe, I don't know if you're confused or not, but you see oddly the main floor living quarters for the circus people, and you just see Felicia booking it towards you.
Okay. Everything okay, Felicia?
I don't know. There's Mama said I needed to get here quick. You don't seem to be in trouble. Where's Mr. Kitty?
Come with me, and we'll go right back to Gloria's.
All right, and weirdly again, no feeling of movement this time. You go back up, presumably, and the door opens, and you're back in Gloria's parlor, back in her foyer, and you see that the French doors at the top of the stairs, which previously had been closed, Gwynnie, are now wide open, and you can kind of see like a shadow of movement just on the ceiling, kind of like reaching out based on how the artificial sunlight is coming through the windows. Like you're kind of like, oh, okay, maybe that's where Dilly is.
I need to roll perception, maybe.
Go ahead,
Because
you're about to open that door.
My passive perception is 24. Let me try to beat that.
I mean, with the 24, you would absolutely have heard the doors,
30,
the elevator doors open. And you're not sure if that's...
I'll freeze. I would freeze. But they were talking also.
Yeah, they were talking. So with the 24...
They made no effort.
Yeah.
You heard the doors open, you froze, but then you hear Gwynnie's very familiar voice and Felicia's buddingly familiar voice. So you know it's them.
I will softly say, shut the double doors on your way in.
Okay.
Be silent.
Yeah.
Hurry, let's go. Come to my voice.
All right. So I grab Felicia's...
Shut up, be quiet, come to my voice.
Yeah. I grab Felicia's hand and, ignoring the non sequitur, drag her upstairs to join him.
As we're walking, I would like to, I don't think that, I'm wearing a disguise currently, so I'm going to go ahead and disguise self, and I'm going to look like, you know what, I'm going to look like Jimothy.
Oh.
Okay, little rat boy.
should look like Jethro.
Oh my god, that's
You never
funny.
met Jethro, though.
Right?
You didn't meet Jethro, so
No,
no.
he
No, I
left.
couldn't.
He left before she showed up. That would have been great, though.
Yes.
All right.
I'll
So
try to do an Irish accent.
oh my god. So you look like Jimothy, and as you and Gwynnie enter this room, you see what is there. What Dilly saw when he entered is, single bed. Everything's minimalistic and bare, and no pictures on the walls. You do see the picture that Dilly left on the end table, and you recognize that it's the same picture you saw Dilly take from Joel. You're just not sure if Gloria already had this there or if Dilly put it there.
All right, Winnie. We don't have a lot of time. But
Okay.
listen, send Bitsy a message to look for Gloria and keep her busy if she could. And also to let her know if she's on her way here.
Bitsy? Bitsy?
Yes. Hello, Gwynnie dear.
Hi, Bitsy.
What? Oh my goodness. Is something wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Can you tell me where's Gloria?
Oh, hold on one moment. Let me check the network.
Don't ask her. I just want to know where she is.
She's literally like mind melding and hive minding with all the other mannequins to see where Gloria is.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
It appears as though Miss Gloria is taking a bath, and from what I understand, her assistant is going to be escorting her down to her performance tent to prepare for tonight's show once she's finished.
I see. Could you
Ask
just
her.
kind of...
Ask her.
Yes.
Ask her how
Just a
much
moment,
time.
Bitsy.
Ask her how much time I have. I'm giving away so much. Right now.
Bitsy,
Yes, dear.
Dilly would like to know how much time he has left.
Oh, well, I will be finishing cleaning Mr. Joel's quarters in about 20 minutes, and then I will be headed down
To clean Gloria's quarters, right?
I'm not allowed to clean Gloria's quarters.
Try to keep her busy if you can.
All right. I'll figure something
Thank you,
out.
Bitsy. I love you.
Thank you, Bitsy.
Oh, I love you too, Dilly.
We love you, Bitsy. We'll do something
Hang up,
special
hang
for
up,
you here
hang up.
shortly.
I love you both
Yes,
so much.
no.
Hang up.
Click.
Hang up.
Come to tea tomorrow.
Oh my god, it's like
All right.
talking to an overly adorable mom.
I shouldn't have said I love you. That seems over the
No,
top.
you ruined it. You kept her on for like 20 more seconds.
All right.
Do
We
not
really are.
do not give Bitsy an inch of affection. She will try to take a mile.
So what you find?
I don't know, but
What you mean you don't know?
All I know is Bitsy loves me.
listen. This picture opens this door. You don't see a door, but there's a door there, right? Okay. You ready? Let's go.
Okay.
Opening the door.
And girls, you don't see a door, but the second Dilly grabs onto the handle, you see a door. And he opens it, and it's a nursery. Like
What the fuck?
a baby nursery.
Ah.
And
Is
it's
it like
perfectly preserved. It's black and white and red, and it's the same color scheme as the circus. It's got, all of the decorations look like some of the interiors of the tents that Gwynnie and Dilly, you grew up knowing and loving and really enjoying as children. The mobile is, clouds from the cloud tent, and all sorts of different little bits and bobs from your childhoods are just kind of implanted here. And there's a bassinet. And on the wall, the one bright red wall, aside from the black and white stripes, there are big black letters that have those big bulbs on them, like the circus lettering. And it says, Felicia.
And tears are just rolling down Gwynny's cheeks. Just not sobbing, just rolling, just silent tears just rolling down my cheeks. Just
well, look at that. The intrigue.
I don't.
Dear sister.
I don't know. I'm so confused.
Tilly's just gonna look at her and put his hand to his head and do that mind blown thing. Boof.
Fucking dickhead. Yo, what's this mean?
We need to. We've seen it. We need to leave.
Dare
and
I
talk
say,
about this elsewhere.
I'm leaving the picture and taking this one.
What's this picture?
Never mind. We should go.
Are you
You
guys
and your fucking
heading
pictures.
back? I mean,
We don't have much time.
You still have about 15 minutes before Bitsy has to leave the tree itself,
Right.
and go to check
All
on
right.
Gloria.
So
I would like to go look at those extra floors.
All right.
Before we leave that nursery, I want to do a perception check.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to kind of stand behind and I'd like to look and see if I'm just kind of standing there in shock. So I can't imagine that my perception's going to be, spot on.
Okay.
16.
My eyes are kind of
16 is my
teared
roll.
over.
You know my passive.
Yeah, so with your passive, Dilly, oh god, yeah, Jesus, Felicia. Yeah, you definitely
I'm
are
crying.
kind of in
Oh.
shock. You're crying, your tears are obscuring your vision, you're just confused. That's your name. This is a baby's room in Gloria's house. You are so just, your brain is a mushy mush.
I want to see if I can get her to come back to reality, because if this is her shit, she should be able to shake some kind of memory loose, maybe.
No, hold on.
Well, Dilly, I'm going to say right before Felicia, before you say anything, Dilly, right before you decide to, try to get her attention, you notice that there's a calendar on the wall with a big date circled. I'm going to let Felicia decide which month and day it's on, but it's also in the year of her birth. You might not know this, but this seems like this is the only other thing in there that's not a decoration. It is something important. It's the due date.
I'll inspect it.
I would have to say that Felicia feels kind of like she feels kind of like a Virgo to me.
Felicia,
Yeah.
when's your birthday?
It's in whatever month the
I'm going
Virgos
to
are in.
say if she says what she says, because I'm imagining she doesn't see the calendar, and see if it's in unison.
Virgo's end of September, beginning of October.
Thank you.
What is that in this world, though?
So we'll say it's October 4th.
And that's the date that's circled, but the year of the calendar is the year she was born.
I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Sorry, Virgo is end of August, beginning of September. Libra is end of September, beginning of October.
Yeah, you're right.
The reason I know that is I'm a cusp kid. I was born on the 23rd of September, and I claim both sides.
Oh my god, the extent of my knowledge in that area is I am a Sagittarius. Don't know what it means.
So do we say this day or whatever in unison?
Yeah. I like that. So what's your birthday? And then you guys both say the same thing at the same time.
So I'm gonna kind of since I can't see anything past my tears, as Gwynny's going to get back down in the elevator, I'm gonna, hey Gwynny, is there any way that you can read the room?
Okay, yes. Just a moment.
Are you
And I
trying to
will
scry?
gather myself and cry and wipe away my tears. I don't have another scry left in me.
Okay.
But I will go ahead and walk into the room and touch the fabrics. I feel like the fabrics themselves may hold something for me. And Meta, that was going to be the next thing that I could do would be by touch.
Whew,
Okay.
that's so hot.
As I leveled up, that was
Oh,
going to be my
buddy.
next thing. So that's what I'm studying right now. Is reading things by touch, and specifically, I have an affinity for fabrics.
Okay, and I was going to say, Winnie also just loves
maybe a
fabrics, so
blanket.
I'm going to let you go ahead and roll insight with advantage for me.
Okay, all right, then I will go ahead and do that. So yeah, no, Winnie very definitely. That's why she's so into her scarves and things and cushions and all
And
that
her
shit.
dresses and her gauze.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. She's all that. She's all that and a little bit more.
And a beard.
And a beard.
Do you think that having me in this room would actually maybe force some of that retained memory magic, and that might possibly give her an advantage?
I have.
So she already got advantage on it, but if
What? There's something go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead. I started saying something and then my brain was like, it doesn't make sense, stop.
When they're doing their thing, I want to maybe roll insight on the room, maybe. I want to see if I feel like this room is a replica.
I would say if you want to do insight, you're going to want to touch Felicia while she's touching something in the room.
Touch me, please.
To see if that thing is connected to her directly, or if it's something that was, a replica.
Magically replicated. Okay. Are you touching anything?
You know what? I think that after my eyes would clear up a little bit, I think that I would walk in and probably go straight to the bassinet and see if there's a blanket or a teddy bear or something that might, kind of.
Felicia.
I'm gonna say as you're walking up to the bassinet, that's where Winnie is pulling out what looks to be visually a handmade quilt with different patches from different fabrics. There's silk, there's cotton, there's weirdly wool. It's just a textural exploration of a quilt.
And I've just laid it over my arm and I'm just petting it.
Are there any dolls or well-worn little bears or anything? A well-worn stuff?
The only thing that you see that could be considered well-worn is the mobile above the bassinet, and each thing is different, so it's got a cloud, and you can kind of tell it's a little bit age-worn. Not dusty. Nothing in the room is dusty or dirty. This is pristine. This is ready for a baby. But there's a cloud. There's a little
Felicia.
marionette. There's a little tent. And they're all made of felt.
I'm gonna come up to you and I take you by the hand. I'm gonna be like, indulge me, humor me, please. And
I'm going to go ahead and put my hand in his.
Take her over to the mobile. Does that look familiar? And if you don't mind me, I'm going to be invasive to your brain for a minute. Please touch it.
I guess I don't mind. It don't really spark nothing, surface-wise. But
is it a wind-up mobile? Like a little music box mobile?
Not a music box one. It's more like when you start spinning it, if you want to try to go ahead and spin it, it will start.
Why don't you just give it a little.
Felt animates, kind of like stop motion. So you see the cloud, it starts undulating, but it's felt. So it's that very stop motion feel. And it's the circus, the tent flaps are moving, the little flag on top is waving. And the marionette is kind of marching along with the circular motion of the mobile.
Aladdin.
I go ahead and I touch the part that's holding it up.
Okay, so Gwynnie, with your 18, as you're stroking this blanket, you are immediately aware that Gloria made this. She made this.
And the wave of love that I feel in it.
Yes. Each little patch was, you already know, all of her beautiful dresses that she loves and cares so much for. Those were not hers when she made this. She stole the finest, like she would just cut the tiniest little square of fabric from a beautiful woman's dress and hide it away. She made this with stolen, but lovingly stolen scraps.
Damn, that's why Dilly's a badass thief.
With purposeful intent. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just stand there, just keep petting it. And then I come to my senses after a few minutes and say, Tilly, we need to leave. And I very carefully put it back exactly the way it was.
Do I get anything off my insight? Whoa. Hello? Someone's muted.
Hello.
There you are.
Oh,
Hi.
sorry. Okay. So, Winnie, really quick, before you stop petting it and before Dilly's like, we gotta go.
Uh-huh.
Are you touching every single square, or are you just kind of like running your hand back and forth over like the same part of it?
I don't think I would have time to touch every square.
It is a baby blanket, so I'm going to say, tiny quilt, let's say 10 by 10, 100, but it's small.
Yeah, I would spread it out on the bar of the crib and just kind of smooth my hands over it and just kind of not necessarily touching every square, but just kind of spreading my hands over it as much as I could.
Okay, go ahead and give me a D100 roll. If it's above 50, I have something for you.
Well, that's just a D2. That's just a D2.
Oh, that too.
But I like the D100 better.
Well,
It's a 10.
I'm going to say there's 100 little patches.
It's a 10.
All right, so yeah, unfortunately, like you're
It's just one too many shocks today.
Yeah,
there's one too many shocks.
And Dilly, with your 11.
11, yeah.
Okay, so as Felicia's touching, like where all the things connect,
buddy,
if she had just touched one thing, you might have gotten a very specific feeling or idea of what's going on, but because she's touching the point where the mobile kind of connects and branches out.
The only thing I want to feel is if this room is replicated or not. If it's the room that she was actually nursed in, or
and yeah, if she had touched one of the actual felt things, you would have gotten a clear idea. But right now, you know that at least the part of the mobile that she's touching, that's new. That's a replica. That connective area where it's wood or metal or whatever, that's newly made.
Before we go, I want to see if there's something that's very tiny I could take.
I mean, there are tons of things that are tiny that you could take. Literally, this is a room that you can.
I'm not against.
I mean, there's rattles, there's little decorations. Like, what are you specifically looking for?
Something that I could take where she wouldn't immediately notice, although I'm not against her knowing that I'm there because she'll find out when she discovers the picture missing and the other picture replacing it. I'm fine with that. I'd like to keep our admittance to the nursery a secret, if possible.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation.
I want to take something with me to try to scry on or something.
Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. But you want something that's not going to be immediately noticed missing, even though, because for her, it's like, I kind of get where you're coming from. She'll know that someone was in her room, but she won't necessarily know that someone found the nursery.
Right.
All right, so Nat 20.
Finally, dang it, been looking for you.
You're looking around the nursery, and you notice a shelf, and the shelf has a little spot on it that looks empty. And so you kind of start looking around where the shelf is. It's mounted on the wall. And you look behind the bassinet, and you look under the bassinet, and you're kind of looking around, and you look under the changing table, which is next to the bassinet. And you see a very small wooden, like rough, but recognizably carved figurine. And you reach under and you grab it and you pull it out.
Don't let your bottle drop.
And it's this small wooden carving of a wolf. It's not howling. It's not even necessarily do anything cool. It's just kind
It's
of
standing there.
in the position of about to sniff its own butt.
Okay. Perfect.
Is there anything in this room that might be broken? I'm specifically, I want to look and see if there might be a rocking chair. Because I'm getting this odd, feeling that maybe I spent a little bit of time being rocked, and I want to kind of check that out. If this is truly, maybe my room, I definitely would, that should.
There is a rocking chair. It's not like shoved into one of the corners, but, comfortably in one of the corners. There's kind of a small series of shelves up behind it on the wall that have what you can clearly see are no books that you're familiar with. It looks like each label is handwritten in what you now understand as Gloria's handwriting.
Is there like a little table set up, like, is there like maybe a coffee or tea set up, like in this room where it seems like somebody just spent a shit ton of time?
There's a blanket that is neatly folded on the seat of the rocking chair, and there's a book laid atop that blanket, and you recognize that it's one of the books from the bookshelf. It's a children's book, but this one isn't Gloria's handwriting.
I'm gonna put the mending spell up on this chair if it has any busted ass parts, and then I'm gonna kind of, I want to take this blanket and this book.
Oh, you're just gonna take them. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't got no other book or blanket to put down.
That sentence could have ended one of two ways. Like, I'm gonna take it and XYZ, or I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah, I
So
think
you're taking the quilt, or is it a little receiving blanket?
It's not a receiving blanket. It's like a comfy blanket. Like, I'm curling up in this rocking chair, and this is the book I come in here and read whenever I come to this place.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, all right. So you have acquired a very squishy, warm, comfy blanket that is soft and smells like Gloria, and a book that you haven't opened, and it doesn't have a title, but the author's name is on the front, and it's Joel's name.
You know what? I want to smell
Am
the
I
blanket.
boring you, wild?
No, I didn't sleep real good, guys. I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm joking. I know
No,
you
sweetie,
had a
I know.
shitty day.
Yeah, did the storm and then the cold last night just didn't sleep good. I'm sorry.
fucking with you. No, I'm sorry. That was a low blow. I'm sorry. I love you. Well,
All the lovies.
I'm trying to get you guys to a specific point, and you're actually doing. We're on track for time on this one.
Sweet. No, I wasn't trying to. I could play for another couple of hours. That's not the point. The point is I just was
Okay.
me.
And if
We
anyone,
got the yawns.
well, I know Dog has no problem being like, I'm getting tired. It's time for bed. So
Yeah.
let me
You gotta
know.
let a motherfucker know.
Just let me
Closed mouth
know.
won't get fed.
We
Know what I'm
keep
saying?
going. I won't rush anything.
Maybe take a stretch while.
You know what? I do want to kind of.
Off.
I'm gonna slide this book into my other little satchel on my hip, kind of like it's a purse size. So I'll be like, I'm taking this, guys, and I'm gonna put that in. But before I put this blanket in my backpack, I'd like to go ahead and I ain't really been close enough to Gloria to like smell her, but they really say that smells are real triggering, and that they remind you that that's the one scent that you gotta.
You're saying this?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it up to my nose and just kind of concentrate on the smell and see if it brings anything back.
All right.
Like if it sparks my history.
I was going to say, go ahead and roll 1 out of 3. Perception, insight, or history, whichever one is the highest modifier for you.
Get off the bed and go in the other room now.
Perception, insight,
or history, whichever one's the highest, and do it at advantage simply because smell is literally the biggest memory clicker.
You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do insight. And then let me see if I can get this. It's not wrong. So a 19, and let's do one more. A 7.
Well, all right, good thing. So, as you kind of pull this blanket up to your face and take a big inhale of it, you are overcome with the feeling of warmth. It's almost like, not warmth of like, ooh, I feel the warm fuzzies, or I just drank whiskey and I feel warm inside. It's like you feel like you are skin to skin with someone and your heartbeats are together. This is the most connected you've ever felt to someone you've not physically touched before.
Do I feel a little bit closer to this smell than I do to my patron?
This smell feels like home. Your patron now feels like something you're following, something that's there that you feel obligated to, but this feels like home.
Well, that's just strange.
I hate to break this up, but we must go.
Okay,
We have to go.
I'm gonna take one more smell of it so that I can.
Just take it with you.
I am just please,
Sniff and walk.
Mr. Well, fine, Mr. Kitty, but maybe it smells like love.
Dear, it's Brother Kitty.
It smells like
Now let's go.
It is love. Let's go, sweetie.
Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and stuff it in that same sack with the book, okay, let's go. Can I mold the earth so that when we walk, the earth, like it kind of softens so that we don't have no loud footprints or anything?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. That's a very good idea. I mean, well, okay, actually, you know what? Don't do that because you're inside.
We're inside a tree.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be the thing to do at Joel's place.
I'm going to go ahead a little bit.
Walk through a meadow to get to his cabin, but
Put everything back exactly as close as we remember it as we walked in. Go out, shut the door. Put the picture back in its frame. Put it in my fur coat. Go by. Turn the other picture over, face down. And I'll look out the door, see if the coast is clear.
Okay, wait. Just so I'm clear, you took Joel's sketch and replaced it with the picture of them dancing in a field of flowers or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought you left it.
I was going to, but I decided to take it now.
All right. So you guys make it back into the elevator. And which button would you like to press?
Oh, I think we're out of time at this point in time.
Yes, as much as I'd like to
You're out
explore
of time
more.
in the sense that Bitsy just finished cleaning Joel's apartment, so now she's going downstairs to double check and see where Gloria is.
I feel like Bitsy would do this again for me. Obviously,
No.
it's
I'm saying
now.
you still have 30 minutes for the elevator to
You
be
just
open.
said we had like 10 minutes.
You had 10 minutes before Bitsy left Joel's apartment. She left the elevator open for an hour. She spent 30 minutes cleaning Joel's place.
Got it. Okay, in that case, I would like to go ahead and go back to,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Are we bringing a progression in tonight?
Oh my God, Progressi!
Hello, can I help you?
Holy shit, I'm so sorry.
I asked because I don't know if he was just chilling listening or if he expected to be inserted on this round or...
A sandstorm and a snowstorm?
I'm so
sand is
happy
when the wind blows sand into the air and
Corey,
scours
if you want
everything.
to stick around after we wrap the game up and like nail down a character for you
and
an insertion point, we can get you in.
So a rainstorm
That's fine. I'm just listening to
a snowstorm.
Okay.
Yeah, to us actually playing instead of acting like assholes like yesterday.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's my birthday. That's my excuse.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
You were saying, well,
yes,
sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, no, I was just going to say, if we were out of time, I was going to suggest we go back to the fortune-telling tent. But since we have time, the curiosity is killing me. I gotta go look at those other floors.
All right, which floor are you guys
Well, we went to 3, and it let me grab Felicia, so that took us back down to the main floor.
Right, so it was like, so you hit 3, and you were gonna go down. But because Felicia essentially was going to the elevator, it was one of those things like someone pressed a button and
overrode
you had to stop.
Okay.
And then you guys chose to go back up to Joel's room.
Yeah.
Or Gloria's room.
I'm going to look at Dilly and say, okay, I know 3 goes down, so let's see what 4, 5, and 6 do, and then we can check out 3.
3 go down because Felicia pushed the button, though?
No, 3 goes down. It was going down before Felicia pushed the button.
Oh. All right. Well, 4 then.
All right, 4? 4.
We'll look quickly and move on.
Pushing 4. Looking quickly and moving on.
All right.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's go.
So you feel, when you hit 4, you feel the entire elevator shudder. And then you feel it descending very quickly. And the rate of speed that you're going, you just went way past the main level of the circus. You're in like the roots of the tree at this point. You have to be.
Below the root. Great book.
And it is not a gentle stop. You guys jolt to a stop, and the door opens. And much like Gloria's bedroom, this room is huge. It's white, and it's just got tons of drafting tables scattered around. And they all have drawings on them. They all have plans. And you recognize some of, go ahead and everybody roll me perception.
Okay.
Because the closest tables are about 7 feet away from you.
All right. So perception?
Yep.
I had a guess that was where we're at, if I may.
Go ahead.
This is where they create the circus and draw the mannequins, the marionettes.
I agree with it because my perception is 9.
All right, so
28.
Dilly and Felicia. Well, Dilly, you know for a fact this is Gloria's drafting room. Just based on, like, you can see far enough to that first table or 2. The interiors are tents that belong to her. This is where she specifically plans her tents.
All right, I know what I said, but okay, how far away is the nearest table, and is there anything to take on it?
It's about 7 feet away, and it is half of a plan It's the interior of a tent. It's a lot of different writing in a language that you're not familiar with.
I'll take it.
All right.
Can I take a look at that? Because I got Eyes of the Roomkeeper, and I can read any written language.
I'll hand it to her, and I'll just immediately push 5.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you guys are back. Oh, God. All right. Hold on, I need to make a note. Dilly stole a plan.
Hey, we got a plan now.
so you...
First time fucking ever. We have never had a plan in any game.
Too bad it's for a building.
Right? You stole an architectural design. Let's be fair.
It doesn't matter. It is a plan. I'll frame that fucker and put it on the wall.
We have a plan.
You just want to say what, Dilly?
Fucking high on like cat life right now because
Yeah.
It's hot, honey.
Yeah, just high on theft, and I'm just like, oh, things are going to go so badly lately. But for now, let's keep going.
All right. So, Dilly, you hit number 5.
Yeah, that was the next floor. We're moving up. We hit this. That was 4. Plunged us down. So now 5.
All right. So, you're at this point you are plummeting. It's like the Tower of Terror, like where you're in the elevator and it just drops.
Oh, Dilly is loving it, dude. I'm telling
Like
you.
maybe not Dilly because he is so tall and heavy, but like girls, you're
flipping the fuck out.
Yeah, you're experiencing 0 gravity for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you guys slam to a stop again. I will not make you take damage because this is just how the tree works for these.
I'm gonna look over at Winnie and be like, I think we're both about an inch shorter now.
That was amazing.
I want to do this again, man. Let's just hurry up and get done what we need to get done.
I'm definitely coming back and doing this again.
And
yeah.
the door slowly opens, and it takes a moment for your eyes to adjust to the darkness. It's not fully dark. It's more like it's stormy outside, and what little light's making it through is kind of making everything hazy. You get the feeling that it's late in the day, right before sunset, but it's stormy and it's dark. And you see the interior of a church. The stained glass is shattered. It's dilapidated and run down. The wooden rafters and the pews are rotting. All of the cushions on the pews and the carpeting leading up to the altar is moth-eaten and covered in holes, and it's just ratty and dusty. You can see the dust motes swirling in what very small light is available.
My jaw just drops, and I take one step into the room, and I would like to look for a candle.
I'll go ahead and cast light.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll, Gwynnie.
Mm-hmm.
And for light, let me see here. How much of a radius?
No, I don't find a goddamn thing.
No, you don't find a candle, but you do recognize that you were expecting like a weird musty smell. It actually smells like roses, which is weird.
I just say that out loud. Roses. That's weird. It's empty, Charlie. If you want more, you have to take it into the other room and ask Uncle Stephen.
That's cute as shit.
What?
Chappie thinks it's for him.
No.
Oh. Muted.
All right, yeah, there is. So from what? Wait, Felicia, did you roll perception to check the church out?
No, not yet.
Oh no, I didn't know if that roll was.
I'm going to, by the way.
For something else.
Absolutely.
Dilly, find
that
me a
was-
candle.
You know what? I think it was because we just came down the thing and
Yeah.
you had us roll. So yeah,
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it would
and
be
you
nice.
wanted to for casting light. What's like the radius for your light?
it's 20 feet, but I would like to put it inside a scroll tube so that way we basically got a flashlight.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
All
god!
right.
That
You
that
have
is big old meta here. That is the canon invention of this group,
I love
and I
it.
think it was Blitz that invented that
That makes me so happy.
way, way, way back, like session 2 of Jorhas.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yes. So
Yeah.
you've created an effective flashlight that you can now see like 20 feet in front of you.
and you can also close while the spell is still going and turn the light off.
Oh God.
Yeah, that little kid. That kid is just incredible,
What a smarty pants.
right? Right?
Oh goodness. All right. But yeah, so that's you're just in the interior. There are no doors leading outside. There's no stairs leading up. It is a very small, very modest church that is just in absolute disrepair. And it's old. And you can tell, unlike the nursery, this place has been allowed to age.
I have a
Billy,
question.
I want a candle. Can you find me a candle?
Maybe I have one.
No. I want a candle from this church. Felicia, do you hear me say that? Because you're the one that rolled a good perception.
Yeah, I
did
believe I
not roll a
would.
good perception, but since you've asked me a question, I could probably roll again.
Yeah, if you are asking him specifically what to look for, he can look,
Yeah.
and Felicia is aware that you're looking for a candle.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not just wanting a candle. I'm insisting that I need a candle from this church.
From this
21.
specific church.
Yeah.
Also, as I'm walking around looking for this candle, being that my background is what it is, and this is a church, do I get any particular feeling either way, possibly?
So starting with the candle, you see, you know how most churches have like that behind or right in front of the altar area. There's lots and lots of candles placed. There is that area on either side, but you have to do a little bit of searching before you find the smallest remaining wax in one of those little cups. Every other thing has burned down to nothing, and you somehow managed to find one that has a little bit of wax and some wick left. So that's what you found for Winnie. As for what was the other thing you asked about?
Seeing that my background is both basically angels and demons, more or less, does this church make me feel any type of way, either way?
I would say like because it is such a worn down church and it's so in disrepair, you don't necessarily feel any kind of demonic presence, but you feel like a very sad, very hollow, lacking of any kind of faith left in this place. You can even tell that while it's still in the tree, even Joel and Gloria hate this place.
They hate the church.
Is there any depiction of the domination?
I'm not super religious, so I don't know like if all those
Right.
candles are specific
Okay.
to like Catholicism or
I
anything.
want
If
to.
there's no
Was this the place they were married or to be married?
Oh yeah,
Wait a second.
with that roll, 100%. That's what you're picking up on.
I'm gonna meta you here real quick. Like, Ravenloft is in the Shadowfell. So this could be a chapel to the Raven Queen, a chapel to the Kesson Rel,
But also remember that Joel and Gloria were adopted from an orphanage outside of this realm and brought here by Mr. A and Hector.
Right. Okay.
So this is
We should go.
This is absolutely like Dilly. You're picking up on the fact that that this was where their love was supposed to go, and it
This, ladies, this is a replica of their heartbreak.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Let's go.
Before we go, oh shit, you made me forget what I was going to say.
Well, think about it a second.
Hello. Nope, it's not there. Shit. It had to do with the church. Does this church have anything to do with the actual orphanage?
Ooh.
Is Felicia asking Dilly that? Because just based on his role, I'll give him the answer for that one.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, she, especially since like she's been back there and that orphanage. So, is there maybe any? I'm gonna mention it to him, Mr. Kitty. Y'all from the orphanage too, right?
Allegedly, is what I've heard.
Okay, so.
I don't think they even know.
No, you. Like, didn't you come?
Yeah.
Well, never mind. Yeah. Okay, so. Do you see anything around here that might, tie back to that place?
Do I need to roll again, or?
No, and all you recognize, because it's just the interior, would Dilly and or Gwynny, I'm going to include you on this one, would either one of them, and this is up to you guys for metaing your background at the orphanage, were the kids, forced to go to church every Sunday? Were they taken to church?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, then you absolutely...
I say that just from my real life experience in an orphanage, so...
Right,
okay,
yeah,
so
absolutely.
You recognize the interior of this church, specifically the one stained glass window that isn't broken. That stained glass is all so unique to each church. You recognize this.
I'll even venture to go as too far as to say that Dilly was probably forced to be an altar boy.
I don't think Gwynny does, but Dilly does. Gwynny was too young.
Okay, yeah, so Dilly, you absolutely recognize not only the stained glass depiction, and I'm not even going to go into it because I hate religion and I'm not going to fuck our shit up with that. You recognize the scene in the stained glass, but you also recognize that you carved your initials into that back pew while you were waiting to serve as an altar boy at the time, and it's still there.
Ooh, wow. I'm going to touch it.
Roll me an insight.
Y'all, I got some.
One. I'm astounded by this.
You're just like, wow, I did this. Why would it be here? I don't understand.
So I'm gonna kind of put my fingers on it and feel it, and I'm gonna look at them both and y'all. I don't really think that this is their memories, because if it was their memories, then why the fuck would your initials be here?
I don't know.
I don't like this place. I need the candle and let's go.
They came from the same orphanage as we did. It's the same church, I imagine.
Right, but what I mean is, why would your initials be here if you weren't born before? I mean, she's been here for like 40 to 60 years.
I was there afterwards, so the initials came after they were there.
They had left.
The initials showed up because you showed up at the circus. You were one of the people who went through their life. You showed up in their space, and
it's inception.
Yeah.
Welcome to my idea.
So does that mean that their memories are making this church and this tree too? Oh my God. You guys were supposed to be the replacements. So it kind of makes sense that, it would be starting to form your memories too.
Really very much wants to leave this place right now.
Right.
All right.
Were you done, baby? You done?
Yeah.
And I will get us in the elevator.
Okay, so we're headed to floor 6.
We spent some time there.
How are we on time?
I imagine we have like 10, 15 left.
Yeah, you have
Wow.
about 15 minutes left, so choose your floor wisely.
Well, we know 3 goes down. Shall we try for 6?
Go to 7.
All right,
Many
7.
floors out
7.
there?
Oh,
There's 8 floors total.
Dilly,
Well, look,
you made
let's
the
go.
best fucking choice.
Okay, so I was about to say let's start at the bottom because, that's where they
That's what
have
we
their
did.
deepest hitter.
We already started at the bottom.
Okay, so we started at 8 then? We already seen what was on 8?
Well,
No.
we started at 3.
Oh, okay, so you're hitting 7 and then there's an M for main floor. This is so confusing. Why didn't they just call it a 1 and call 7 8?
This is all going on in the background, and he's just ignoring
Right?
her.
And Dilly just like punches the number 7. And you guys, this is unlike. So from
This is fun. See?
from 4 to 5 was a stomach wrenching drop.
No worries, baby.
This is like everyone roll me dexterity.
Okay.
No problem. Watch me fail. Dexterity saving throw.
Save,
How'd
yeah.
that song go? Watch me whip, watch me nay.
Now watch me, Nanny.
I
Watch me
totally
nay.
fucking nay.
Watch me
Oh,
22.
Okay, so Gwynny and Dilly, you guys kind of like instinctively, when you feel the floor drop out from under you, Dilly, like, it's your sister, you are just instinctually protective over her, and you like do like a London Bridge over her.
And I'm tiny. I'm short. I'm near the ground. I'm not going to lose my footing in this kind of thing.
And Gwynny, your feet leave the ground, but your ascent into hitting the top of this elevator is stopped by Dilly's
I'll roll
stomach.
sleight of hand
He does like the black cat like key thing over you.
Uh-huh.
I'll roll sleight of hand maybe to try to help stabilize.
Oh, okay.
Felicia.
Go ahead.
15.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Felicia, the floor drops out from
Plus
under
11,
you,
baby.
and it feels like you're just kind of suspended in air. But Dilly recognizes, nope, you're doing what Gwynny's doing. You are zero gravitying, and he just kind of grabs you by the thigh and like yanks you back down.
Yeah,
Billy could
I
probably
feel.
literally plant himself between the floor and the ceiling because he's 6'7".
Yeah, I really feel
Oh my
like every
God.
time we come down this thing that I'm gonna fucking fall through the ending or I'm gonna end up in hell. So
Dilly's
The
just
best
like,
thing Joel made, I
oh
swear.
my God, yeah, Dilly's just like grabbing women left and right and holding them down, but like in
Whatever
a
it means,
very,
nothing to
very
him.
chivalrous way.
Yeah.
He
Absolutely.
is
I'm fucking my back
so
like fucking
non-gender
Captain
sexual, it's
Morgan.
not even funny.
Right? And
Yeah.
you guys are just free falling at this point.
Yeah.
And it goes on for what feels like forever. Like, you know, the Spy Kids when they like jump down the volcano, but it was just like an illusion, and they were like,
I'm ashamed to
basically,
say that I do know that. I took my kids to that movie.
I fucking love that movie. Don't be ashamed. Okay, so that's what's happening in theory. Because you're not falling for that long. It just feels like you're falling for a very, very long time.
Uh-huh.
And then you stop. And oddly, this time, when the elevator stops, you guys stop before you hit the floor. And then you just sort of gently float down until your feet are touching the floor.
Oh wow. Did we make it to China?
Right
Oh, I'm sorry, Cheyenne.
What's Cheyenne?
Right as Felicia's asking this question, almost immediately, you feel a chill take over the entire compartment of this elevator. Like, you guys are suddenly very much wanting winter coats, mittens, hats, your ears are starting to hurt. Like, it's immediate onset of very bitter cold.
This is colder than death, man.
Oh, because I'm covered in fur.
Go ahead and roll me. What would that be?
Constitution, probably.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a con save.
Oh, I forgot. Still looking like Jimothy.
Yeah, at advantage because you have fur. Everyone else roll me a con save at disadvantage. Well, no, you know what, Gwynny, roll me just a straight con save because you have a beard.
Excuse me, 17.
And lots of layers of clothing.
I haven't shaved since the 70s. Does that help?
Nope. that just makes you a natural woman.
A 9.
Don't get me started now, then.
All right.
Shave that off, girl. What are you doing?
Oh my god. Okay, so.
The only thing she ever shaved is the toe.
Like a natural woman.
I got you.
Oh, God.
I'm distracted now.
Do you see why I have
some phrases are going to trigger a song every fucking time, and natural woman is one of them. Sorry, not sorry, never going to apologize for that.
That is literally why my first character that I ever made and decided to join a D&D game with was SQ, my bard, because I have a terrible, awful, like, compulsion.
Oh, yeah.
Someone says something that lines up with song lyrics, I am going to fucking interrupt you and sing that goddamn song.
Right, with iconic lyrics. Yeah.
Yes! Yeah!
Right or not?
It has to be a song that fucking matters.
Yes!
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
My entire party got mad at me. I don't know if anyone watched the video.
I did.
Like, when we saved the kids, except for that one girl, because my character was like, no, we have to save the poor people's children first because they don't have a reward out. They just want the kids back. So let's help them first, and then we'll get the reward kid. Well, we were too late for the reward kid.
Oh, well.
So at the funeral, it was like the reception, the wake. I went, we are the heroes of Creepost.
Oh, God.
And, like, I sang, like, the whole fucking song, and it ended with, we saved the kids except for the rich ones. We are the heroes. Like, it was bad. And we almost got thrown in jail for it.
I was going to say, you're lucky they didn't burn the town down with you.
Oh, it's gotten to the point in this game where, like, I'm getting, like, comfortable actually trying to strategize and play D&D as a player, but I've done so much chaotic neutral damage up until this point, now that whenever I'm like, guys, I have a plan, they're like, no, shut the fuck up. Absolutely not. I have paved the road to hell is absolutely paved with good intentions.
With song lyrics. No, it's paved with song lyrics.
With bad song lyrics and horrible
bad song lyrics.
Oh, the last episode, I don't know how many times I apologized to my party meta. I was like, guys, I am so sorry for what's about to happen, but this is the character. Please forgive me. And yeah, I fucked a whole lot of shit up.
Okay. Who gave Victor a train whistle?
I love it.
It's dog.
Absolutely incredible.
I'm sorry, I'm listening. Like, it literally doesn't bother. Like, we were talking about music, and I'm like, yes, I like the musical background.
Yeah. That's him. That's his all aboard. Back on track.
I love it. Oh, is that why he gave it to him? To get us back on track?
No. Oh, no. Corey's sitting there with the soundboard. The kid don't have anything. He's in the kitchen, as a matter of fact. The kid's looking for the noise.
You absolute son of a bitch. You stop button pressing.
He's fucking just dying.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, so it's very cold. We got cold. We're cold.
You're incredibly
Yes.
cold. And as
Corey, get the fuck off the soundboard.
oh my god.
I just favored that.
And
Oops.
as the doors like it's cold to the point you guys are seeing your breath. And it's cold and the doors open. And you see a circular room just made of stone. Lots of huge rectangular, rough-hewn stones piled on top of each other into a circular pattern. You are in a circle stone room, and there is a stone pedestal in the very center of it. And directly across from the opening of the elevator is a floor-to-ceiling, smooth stone door. And you know it's a door because it has carvings all over it. It is the only unique thing in this room aside from the pedestal and what is on top of that pedestal, which is a saucer.
Oh,
my God.
fuck.
I'm taking it.
Oh, fuck.
How high is it up?
Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys.
Wait, I'm sorry, you're taking it like immediately?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
I can't help it.
We're gonna wait until next week, but we're gonna start with everyone rolling initiative, and we're gonna end it here tonight.
Holy motherfucker.
Why would you do that? That goes to my teacup.
I know.
Hey, Meta, that's her teacup saucer. Fuck.
But I'm just. See?
You ate the teeth?
Dude, I
Oh, wait,
am
you
high.
are
You
amazing.
motherfucking
That's all you've
klepto.
done since I've met you, yeah.
I'm high on this invention.
Oh, and my
Klepto.
poor destroyed fucking tent. Oh my god.
This is what Dilly lives for, like he thinks he does. This is like,
Oh
fuck yeah.
god. Great episode, guys.